I think it also helps with getting higher pay because I've worked at, or I've recruited people and know a little bit about recruiting at the companies, and usually they take that into consideration when they decide your pay. Hey, all my online teacher friends and any other teachers out there looking to get their TEFL certification. I got my sister here today, very special guest that I'm so excited to have. And she took the TEFL course through mytefl.com. So I thought it would be a great way to talk about it and have a little review about what's in the course and why she liked it, so you guys can get some real feedback, because I already have my ESL certification and I haven't done like a TESOL or a TEFL course, so I'm really excited to have someone that's actually taken it. So my first question, and by the way, my sister's name is Carrie, so hi.
Hi everybody.
And she's just getting started in the online teaching world, so this is exciting for her too. The first question, I want to know, like, what were you looking for in a TEFL course, and how did you decide on the mytefl.com as an option?
I was looking mainly that I was going to relearn grammar and some of those things that I think most of us forget about after we leave school, especially like high school or middle school. And so I was making sure that was there, but I also, quite honestly, a lot of them were so expensive. So I was looking for something affordable. And then I did come across, and this was before you even got your
affiliate
thing, so it's kind of
funny
that this actually happened. So I was looking through some blogs of people that had taken the courses, and this one lady had reviewed and done the my TEFL, but she had also done some really, really expensive ones, and she said that in her opinion that this one was just as good as the $1,000 courses that were out there. So that kind of was what hooked me in. And then other ones were like you had to go through applying and some hoops just to get into the course, and I wanted something that I could do like right away.
Wow.
And get done.
That's interesting. Okay. Yeah, I like that the person shared that it was like, I didn't even know, like $1,000. That's crazy.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
So. All right. So you tried the 80-hour and then you decided to do the 120-hour. So first, can you tell us why you ended up switching to do the 120, and then compare the differences you've seen so far?
So at first I didn't think it was that big of a deal, and it was probably I think like $50 or $60 more to do the 120-hour, and I thought, oh, there's not that much difference between the two. And then I saw something as I was applying to companies that China's going to switch or make a requirement to have all the teachers have a 120-hour course, and it kind of freaked me out. I was like, I don't want to waste all this time. And then I talked to you about it, and you were like, no, you should do it. And then I was kind of freaked out, and that was where I was really impressed with the company actually, because I did have to repeat the whole thing, but they only charged me for the difference. They didn't recharge me or make it like a big deal. It was really, really easy. But so far, I would say what I noticed is each like thing in the program is more, there's just more information. There's more content basically for each section of the course so far. Okay. So I definitely think I would highly recommend just paying the extra money and doing the 120-hour.
Got it. What are some of the things that you felt like excited to learn about in the course? Like some random things about teaching ESL or grammar or whatever. What have you found to be the most useful?
Well, there's so many. I'm probably going to not. I like just the different grammar parts of speech that we take for granted, and just kind of remembering how it would be like if we were to learn Mandarin or Spanish or something like that, and imagining if I was those kids. That's kind of how they always frame everything that they teach on there, is just imagining if you were in the reverse and how would you want it. Don't like assume, you can't go too far in advance. I hope that makes sense.
Like just remembering to be patient, or to think about the student's needs in terms of their level.
Yeah, they're always framing it like that. And any part that they're teaching, even with certain advanced level students,
Yeah.
just to never kind of go too far with things. And they always frame it on how to teach it just at the level that the kids are or the students are at.
Yes.
And the course is based, I feel like, more for people that are going to teach abroad, but there's a lot of it that you can take in for teaching online. I think people should probably know that, though.
Yeah, absolutely. What you told me something about related to culture that you learned. I don't know if you remember.
Oh, I do remember. That was about so this would probably, I don't know, maybe you would know more about, like, because I haven't done any actual teaching yet. I'm just getting started, but the body language. So like people from more South American countries are a lot more affectionate and they hug each other, where you can go to the other extreme where in like Asia, they're a lot more reserved. They're a lot more standoffish, or how we would probably look at it as standoffish. So like as you're teaching kids, you need to remember that the kids are coming from, or students, I keep saying, because you might be teaching adults, but people are coming from different cultures. So you have to take that when you're teaching them.
Yes, absolutely. That's actually one thing that I tell people when I do trainings at iTutorGroup, is that when kids or even adults are quiet, it might be because that's respectful to them. So like when they give a one word answer or very few sentences or details in their answer, it might be out of respect, but it comes off like, why? Like you think in your mind, like, don't you know enough English to like share more? But to them, they're just
Right.
being respectful.
Yeah, and then the other thing that I found was interesting, they were saying for people that are from the more reserved backgrounds, a lot of them tend to not, they just want to talk to everybody formally, and they can end up looking really strange. So part of like us as teachers have to really make sure that they learn both, you know, formal and informal ways to speak to people.
Yeah, exactly. I really love learning stuff like that. How long did it take you to finish the 80 hour? I know you're still working on the 120 hour, but maybe you could give an estimate as to how long you think it'll take.
I think really it won't take 80 hours, especially, well, I think probably it took me like 40 hours, honestly, so probably half, so 60 hours to do the 120
Okay.
total.
All right.
Unless
Awesome.
maybe everybody learns and does, you know, process things different, but I think that's pretty good gauge.
Sure. Got it. So, okay, anything else that you want to share about the course, or just last minute information or tips for other people?
I think just try to pace yourself if you can. I would say, even though it seems fast or you want to go through it, like for me, because I really want to do a good job when I start teaching, I really tried not to rush through it and really take in the content, because it can, a lot of stuff that I was rushing through when I did it the second time, I realized I got a lot more out of it because I slowed down a little bit. And then just that the company really, I mentioned it earlier, but they have great customer service. They get back to you right away. They really want to help all the students that are taking their course.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, I just thought of one more question. Do you feel like taking this course helped you with your application when you did your interview at the first company you applied to?
I think so. I mean, they seemed impressed with the fact that I had done that without having ever taught. I mean, I had taught in other fashions or
Mm.
other ways earlier in my career, but I think that definitely they said they were impressed that I had taken the steps to do it. So
Yeah, and
I don't know
just
if that was the only thing, but I think it definitely can
yeah,
help.
it does. I think it also helps with getting higher pay, because I've worked at or I've recruited people and know a little bit about recruiting at the companies, and usually they take that into consideration when they decide your pay. So if you're just starting out, take that little, piece of knowledge and think about that.
Yeah.
All right, Carrie. Thanks so much, sis.
You're welcome. Anytime.
All right, we'll see you guys in the next video.
Bye.
Bye-bye.